health and wellness, the fad that just doesn't seem to die down is keeping marketers alive, kicking and innovating. So despite the fact that a slice of pizza is best had with a glass of cola, it's something all of us these days try and avoid. And while water is just a little too plain, a new flavored drink which contains absolutely no fizz or caffeine and tastes just like fruit has been hydrating the urban youth. Danone and Narang's €17 million joint venture has exposed urban India to a whole new water segment, vitamin water, and its offering is called Blue. Trying to create a new niche for itself in the beverage segment, Blue's first innings has been rather encouraging. Chandni Kamble finds out how this drink is attempting to refresh the consumer.
Usually when you say the word blue, the sky, the ocean, or even the cricket team's bleed blue mantra comes to mind. But in the FMCG world, Blue is the new kid to watch out for in the beverage space. Danone's new drink, Blue's soft launch in Pune in December 2011, generated an overwhelming response. Encouraged by its response, the company then expanded its reach nationally, only to be present in 70,000 outlets across the top 75 cities in India within a year. And today, in terms of sheer sales, grocery stores sell over 400 bottles a month. Considering the attempt with Blue is to create a new category altogether, Blue has had quite a successful opening so far. So what is it about this restoration drink that has managed to create quite a stir in the market?
Our initial response has been extremely exciting. We've already reached, in terms of awareness, to 30-35% of the target audience, and in next 2 to 3 years, we want to reach out to almost 80-85% of the target audience.
There are 2 or 3 things which are very interesting in this, what Blue has done. One is they have entered a segment which has been untapped. So the restorative drink or flavored drink is a relatively untapped segment. The second thing which they have done well is position their product around the health platform.
See, I think the fundamental thing that Danone has done right is that they've entered a market which is a novelty market. They've entered it with taste rather than pure functional health. They've got the right pack size and they've got the right price. I mean, so I think, and they've also done a distribution system which is much better than and very specific to the water that they've launched.
If you look at the entire beverage market, colas and other carbonated drinks have been engaging their consumers for years, capturing around 62% of the market. But with consumers worldwide attempting to make a lifestyle shift by looking for healthier alternatives, cola giants such as Pepsi and Coke have witnessed a 15 to 20% decline in consumption in the last 3 years. A signal that made Danone realize that this was the opportune time for an offering like that of flavored water.
On one extreme we have soft drinks and in the other extreme you have water. But there is a big gap in the middle. And if you see worldwide or even in the West, as categories grow, as markets mature, there's a certain consumer who looks after health, who wants healthy products. So in India, with the growth of juices and even energy drinks, a new category is evolving which can be called functional beverages.
Essentially, if you look at the beverage market in India, non-alcoholic beverages, really, there are 3 broad segments that exist in the country. So one is the indulgence, which includes the carbonated soft drinks, the juices, where people take it for the flavor, the pleasure of it. The other space is the functional drinks, which would include the energy drinks, the sports drink, and of course the third segment will be the hydration, the water space. Blue, which is a new space, picks up its product values from all the 3 segments, and being in a unique space, it's important for us to grow this segment.
Although in its nascent stage, this category has still managed to garner a little under 5% of the beverage market share and is being touted as the category to watch out for. In fact, the health and wellness space has been growing at a healthy 20% in the last few years.
Eventually there is as much you can drink in a day. Suppose you can drink 2 liters or 3 liters of fluids in a day, including water, soft drink, tea, coffee, all put together. The fact is, if you start consuming another beverages, it does not mean you'll start drinking 5 liters or 7 liters. So you will cut down on something. So eventually in a larger picture, it is a part of the beverages category. It will eat into other categories.
For a layman, the closest comparison of this flavored drink fortified with vitamins is a drink like Red Bull or Gatorade. And what seems to be working in Blue's favor currently is its competitive pricing. For instance, consumers have doled out as much as 100 rupees for a 300 ml can of Red Bull, while Blue is competitively priced at rupees 30 for a 500 ml bottle.
This brand has been, while it's on a global platform, there's a global learning, but the final product that we see is not just something which has been designed here, but a lot of parts of it have been, I would say, crowdsourced in a way that we have worked with consumers and designed, for example, even the branding, even the product design, the packaging design, the pricing.
And I think it's interesting also because in terms of price positioning, if Blue retails at say around $30 right now, it's just about the right slot to be positioned against carbonated drinks or against juices.
But Blue isn't the first player to have embarked into the flavored water space. Way back in 2003, GS Group launched Catch Clear Spring Water in 6 flavors. Unfortunately, it gathered no momentum. While the product still exists today, its main focus is the north, and why they haven't aimed to expand is a mystery to many.
They were too far ahead. 2003 was 10 years ago. You know, the Indian consumer is changing every 1 or 2 years. So I think Dannon's entry has been at the right time. They were too early. So even now they are the number 2 water, and where they've gone wrong is they are selling a 750 ml bottle at 40 rupees vis-a-vis Dannon 500 ml at 30 rupees. So they will have to change their packaging, and that's not easy because the bottle sizes have to change.
As a result, Blue's 35% share in the flavored water segment, which comprises of Catch Clear and Nimbus, makes it a dominant player. While Blue is doing the customary television and print gig in terms of advertising, what seems to be clearly working for it is its experiential engagement. Blue has been tying up with many youth hotspots with promotional deals. For instance, restaurants in many commercial hubs and office spaces offer a free Blue with meals, which helps increase the product sampling. Not only that, the product has also launched many aggressive sampling exercises at colleges as well. While incentives given to distributors aren't vastly different from rival brands, margins are competitive and retailers are being offered purchase schemes during this initial phase.
Brand Blue has done very well with us. I checked our numbers, we're growing by 300%. The base is very small, nevertheless it's doing very well. It is clearly the market leader in all the beverages which are positioned on the functional platform.
Blue is a product that is affordable, but at the same time it has a higher MRP. It is 30 rupees for a 500 ml, and in terms of absolute value, retailers make a lot of money from selling the product because of the higher value than other CSDs and non-CSDs.
ब्लू का प्रोडक्ट अच्छा है, डिमांड भी अच्छा है, यंगस्टर एक बार आते हैं तो आते ही रहते हैं, एक बार प्रमोशन करेंगे ना तो सेल बढ़ेगा.
And while the going seems to be good for Blue so far, the next step would be to gather a lot more momentum, which would mean a direct attack on the entire beverage segment, be it colas, juices, mineral water, you name it. The time for action clearly is now, before seasoned players like Bisleri, Tata, Pepsi and Coca-Cola look to explore this category as a potential growth driver.